Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to the Leadership Mind School live session for today. Welcome, everyone. Trust you are all doing well. How are you all? Mary Harris, you are welcome. Good evening. Wherever you're joining from, Mary Harris, good evening. Welcome. Ore Oluwa, good evening. You are welcome. Good to see you all. Python's Graver, good evening. Welcome, everyone. I hope you can all hear me. Yes, Ore, everything good from your end? Graver, you are good? Good. Thank you. All right. Please, let's Queen Ivy, welcome. Thank you, everyone. Tonight, we are live on TikTok, Facebook, X, and YouTube. We are on 4 major platforms this evening, and I do hope that tonight will be yet another exciting time for every one of us. Good evening and welcome to the Leadership Mind School live session. Again, I am Dr. Bright Omorige, the lead facilitator at the Leadership Mind School, and it is my privilege to have you join me and the team today across Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X. Tonight, we are going straight into this teaching just immediately after this brief intro. Tonight, we are stepping into the highest levels. We are stepping into the highest levels of leadership. That is mentorship and leadership multiplication. That is the highest level of leadership. You see, leadership is not proven by how much you can do alone. Leadership is proven by how many people can grow, how many people are able to rise up, how many people you are able to lead, how many people are able to succeed because of your influence. Many people desire to lead. Everyone, I can say that, or rather, most people desire to lead. Most of these persons, they pursue visibility. Some pursue recognition, while some are interested in impact. But there is a level of leadership that goes beyond all of that. Visibility is good, recognition is good, impact is good, but there is another level that goes beyond all of these aspects of leadership that I've mentioned. That is the level where your success is no longer measured by your personal achievements, but by the leaders that you have been able to raise over time. Listen, because the truth is very simple. The truth is, if your leadership ends with you, your impact will equally end with you. Good evening, favorite Favor. Welcome, my dear, welcome. Now, if your leadership, if what you are doing today ends with you, I tell you the truth, your leadership base already ended, because leadership without multiplication is not leadership. This is why your leadership must be built to the point of multiplication. So if your leadership multiplies, through others, your influence becomes generational. If your leadership multiplies beyond others, your influence becomes generational. I believe we are all, every right thinking person, leader in any field, we should be interested in building generational leadership. That what we are doing should go beyond us to the next generation. So, my dear friends, beloved participants, the greatest leaders in history, they did not just build systems, they did not just build organizations, neither did they focus their building on movements. All these are good, but the greatest leaders, they built people. Those who build people can never be erased in the journey, in the history of life. So they invested in individuals. It's good to invest in the stock market. It's good to invest in properties. It's good to invest in your own future in savings, but no investment can beat the investment of individual. That is why I said earlier that this teaching is taking us to the highest level of leadership. That's why today's teaching is titled Mentorship and Leadership Multiplication, raising other leaders. Listen, those leaders we refer to today, global leaders, they invested in individuals. They developed capacity. They transferred knowledge, just like we are doing through this platform. They transferred knowledge voluntarily, freely, and created opportunities for others to rise. I don't know where you may be watching me from the face of the earth this moment. Where you are today is by the reason of the capacity that you have developed. If you are doing well in your life, in your career, it's primarily because of you have developed sufficient capacity. If you are struggling or you are the negative end of it, you can still make it up by linking up with a desired mentor and submitting to the mentorship of such persons. So tonight we are focusing on mentorship, helping people to scale up, not to feed them up, but to teach them, to connect them, and to give them the desired tool. We will be exploring how to move from being a leader who performs to a leader who develops. From someone who is relied upon to someone who raises others who can be relied upon. Everybody is relying on somebody. No independent successor in this life. Somebody helped you to get to where you are. And you, no matter how insignificant their contribution may look, but someone played a role. And it's your turn, it's your time to do likewise for the good of what you have built or what you are building. Because leadership is not about being indispensable. No, it's not about being indispensable, that only you can do it. No, it is about building people who can carry responsibility, who can make decisions and lead with confidence. Listen, a leader's true success Your success is revealed in the leaders you raise. A leader's true success is revealed by the leaders they raise, the leaders they help make. So your success in any field of human endeavor that you are in, no matter how low you may think you are, can only be revealed by your commitment to raising others. It doesn't matter how you are doing right now. Somebody somewhere is looking up to you. Someone somewhere is trusting in your capacity to lift them up. So before we proceed, I want you all to engage in the comment section. Tell me where you are watching from and tell me your expectation for tonight's session. While doing that, at the same time, let's kindly share this live session, tag your friends, invite as many, those that you see as your mentors and those that you see as your mentee. Even if you are yet to start mentorship programs, but tag everyone, call their attention to it. So let's take this 1-2 minutes to do this, and we'll get fully into tonight's session. While we are doing that, please permit me to recognize those that have joined us already. I'm seeing some amazing names here. On TikTok, we have Omili, thank you for joining. Room. Okay, Mr. Osas, Room. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Cook with me, thank you. Olami, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Danny, thank you. I'm seeing some amazing. Queen Ivy, thank you. Selenos, a whole lot. William, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining this live session. And I can see on Facebook, I can see Chioma. Chioma, thank you. I've seen your comments. I am eager to learn more and put it into practice. Olabisi Jegede, I've seen your comments. So tell us, Olabisi, tell us your expectations for tonight's teaching on Facebook. Hamid, thank you for the compliment. Musa Faith, thank you for sharing the live session. Thank you, everyone who is here again. Blessing Orezi, thank you. Abins Florisha, Igwa Oyinye Lion. I can see the beautiful names, beautiful faces. Neb, my brother Abel Francis, Sulaimon. Thank you, Juliana. Patrick, thank you, everyone. So, Harry, Jumoke, Ore, Adejoke, thank you, everyone. Thank you all for joining this live session today. All right, so tell me in the comment section on TikTok. Let's have the chat on TikTok. What are your expectations for tonight? What are your expectations for tonight's teaching? Please engage me in the comment section. Let me see and let me hear your thoughts. Ukamaka. Okay. Beautiful. So let's share the live. Everyone, let's go. Let's do that this moment. Let's take a moment to share the live to our community. Let's get everyone to join what we are doing. All right. Thank you, everyone. So let's share the live. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, please do ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this session, and above all, drop in your comments. In the course of the teaching, we encourage you to take notes, and also when you get words that resonate well with you, drop it in the comment section so we can all reflect on it during and after the session. Also, the same for Facebook. If you are just scrolling past the Facebook and you've come across the live, also ensure you follow us, invite your friends and everyone. The same on X and also on TikTok. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much, everyone. So do all you can in the best way you can to support this live session on TikTok, on Facebook, on X, and on YouTube. Today's topic is so dear to me. Personally, it's so dear to me because mentorship is everything when it comes to leadership. A whole lot of us, a whole lot of people suffer. They are limited because they lack mentorship. So the core objective of today's teaching is to equip leaders. Today's teaching is to equip leaders. Remember, at the Leadership Mind School, you are a leader, irrespective of your position, irrespective of your placement, irrespective of whatever. You are a leader as a person. You have the ability, you have the calling, you have what it takes to lead. Admit it or not, in any way, you are leading, either you know it or not. Go with me. Thank you. Good evening. You are leading either intentionally or unintentionally. So at the Leadership Mind School, we are scaling down because we understand that education is actually very expensive and people cannot do much more than what they know. So the Leadership Mind School is there to bridge this gap, the information gap, the knowledge gap, to train and to raise people to be effective in any area of their calling. In any area, they're either in business, in academics, religious space, governance, every area. So the core objective of today's teaching is to equip you with the right mindset, to equip you with the mindset and practical frameworks that will help you to develop others intentionally, helping them to transition from personal effectiveness into leadership multiplication. Now, having achieved all you want to achieve in life, what next? That's always the question in the mind of most successful people. I tell you one thing, if you are committed to what you do, let me tell you, in all probability, everything you want, most things you wished for, a point comes in life that you will get them. Then the next thing is what next? What next? What next? Just a few months ago, there were lots of things I really needed. I saw them as my priority. But within a short time, I got them all. Then I started to ask myself, what next? The question on leadership, mentorship, there is always this question. What next? After getting everything you want from the system, after getting everything you think you need, what next? So this subject today will also be dealing with that question. What next? That's why participants, everyone on the call tonight, you will learn why leadership must go beyond yourself. You see, some persons cannot see leadership outside of them. Some persons cannot imagine leadership outside. In fact, they see themselves as leadership. So participants must know, you will learn that leadership, why must leadership extend beyond myself? And also, you will learn, leaders will learn how to monitor effectively. To monitor effectively. Thank you everyone joining on TikTok. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Please let's continue to share the live. And you will also learn, participants will learn how to build a pipeline of capable leaders. Just imagine in an organization or in your organization, an organization that has one leader and another organization that has 5 leaders. And these organizations comes into competition. Which organization do you think is most likely to emerge the winner in this scenario? Please drop the response in the comment section. Let me see. An organization with one leader and another of a similar organization with 5 or more leaders. When they come into competition for whatever, which of these 2 organizations do you think is most likely to emerge the winner? Okay, who is the first to go? Who is the first to respond to this question? This is a very straight question and I'm not expecting it to take us time. Who is the first? The one, thank you, Cynthia, thank you. The one with multiple leaders. The reason is obvious. The reason is clear. Now, leadership reaches its highest level. You see, I want you to see today's teaching as the height of our training or our session so far. Because until you get to the point where your leadership is subjected to mentorship, you are still far from effective leadership. And like I often say, I often mention that a leader without a mentor cannot avoid tormentors. A leader without a mentor cannot avoid tormentors. So leadership reaches its peak. It reaches the highest level. Not when you succeed alone, no. But when you raise others who now succeeds with you and even beyond you. You get that? Most people, most leaders are scared of those around them succeeding. Now listen, this is the beginning of the failure of many leaders. And this is the height. This is the height of I'm trying to, someone mentioned I should reduce the grammar the other time. This is the height of foolishness. Permit me to use that word. The height of stupidity. The height of inefficiency. Not until your mentors, your followers, those within your space. Listen, someone said, who mentioned this again? He said, when you are aspiring to be a leader, your goal is to succeed. Then once you have succeeded, your goal is to help others to succeed. Life is in phases. Your journey, you have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and it goes on and on and on like that. The major challenge of most leaders is their focus on limiting those around them from succeeding. When a leader channels the energy he or she ought to use in raising leaders to limiting them, that leader is doomed from the beginning. That leader has failed even before starting. Let me tell you, most leaders are more concerned by the limitation of their team members. Most leaders are more focused in ensuring that their team members do not grow beyond a certain ceiling. Listen, many leaders build influence. Many build influence, but few build other leaders. Then tell me, what then is the essence of influence if you cannot use the influence to raise others? What then is the essence of influence if you cannot use your influence to raising others? Listen, the difference between temporary impacts and lasting influence is multiplication. The difference between temporary impacts and lasting influence is multiplication. So, Dynamic, thank you for joining. So the question is, as a leader that you are, when we mention leader, somebody is already thinking of, you have a picture of a leader in your mind. No, you watching and listening, this goes to you, everyone. As a leader, who are you multiplying? What have you multiplied? Of course, it's commonly said, you cannot give what you don't have. This is where knowledge is key. This is the gap. The Leadership Mind School is poised to fill in our society. So, what then is mentorship? Let me throw this question to the community. Please, I need your quick response. Tell me, who is your mentor? And I want you to tag your mentor to this session. Who is your mentor? Because it begins from there. Who is your mentor? Mentorship is the intentional development. It's not an abstract thing. It's the intentional development of another person through guidance, through exposure, through correction, and through encouragement. So a mentor is the one who guides, is the one who exposes, is the one who corrects, is the one who encourages. Take note of the definition, the intentional. So, you see, you must be intentional in anything you do. Your mentor must know. You don't take a step before referring to your mentor. At the conception stage of any vision, of anything, depending on the aspect of mentorship, that leader is to you. Before, you see, one thing I have noticed in this age, Ahmed, thank you on YouTube. Thank you. Please, let's keep inviting our friends, everyone, and dropping the comment. Thank you. I love that from Ahmed. Now, your mentor, thank you, Doreen. My mentor is my elder sister. Beautiful. Now, this is where most people miss it. You don't assume that someone is your mentor. No. There must be an acknowledgement from both parties. And it doesn't stop there. Mentorship is a relationship. Remember, a mentor will guide, a mentor will expose, that is exposure, expose you to opportunities, expose you to responsibilities. A mentor will correct. Osiri, thank you. Ada Jesus, thank you on TikTok. A mentor will encourage. Mentors. All right, thank you, Miracle. You are in church. You can rewatch the live stream on YouTube afterwards. Mentorship, mentors are encouragers. I tell you the truth, the reason most people suffer, the reason most people are hindered, the reason most people are incapacitated is the lack of mentorship. Everybody assumes they know it all. Most people rather assume they know it all. Listen, you can only lead yourself to a point. You cannot lead yourself too far. A mentor is someone that has gained more experience in your area of expectation, in your field of endeavor. A mentor is someone that is more knowledgeable in that field that you have desire, that you are following up with. It is with that exposure, it is with that experience that the mentor guides, that the mentor promotes you, projects you, that the mentor corrects you. You see, Rosalia from Israel, she mentioned something. We were having a conversation regarding some new opportunities a few months back. My friend Rosalia, I'm sure some of you have seen her in one of our sessions, one of our leaders at the Leadership Mind School. And she said, look, Dr. Bright, in life, there are no new mistakes. I was at the verge of taking a decision. And she said, no, this decision, as beautiful as it is, Rosalia is, I think, in her 70s, late 70s. As beautiful as this decision sounds, as it looks, he said, but this is not the way to go about this. And she said, I can't forget that in life, there are no new mistakes, but there are new people making same old mistakes that others have made. That got me, and that has gone into my bones, and I think it will also help you. There are no new mistakes. Any mistake you make today, someone had made it yesterday. The only challenge is you were not exposed to know, you lacked the information, and you went that path, and here you are. Thank you, everyone, once again. So, leadership multiplication is the process of developing leaders who can also develop other leaders. Chioma Ahamba, welcome, good evening. I think I'm seeing you for the first time in our live session. Please confirm that yes or no. Anyway, welcome. Thank you. So, the leadership multiplication is the process of developing others. Listen, until your business, look, okay, why I love the eastern part of Nigeria, their business model. Look, they may not back then, but they are now very educated. They may not have the regular formal education like others in the West and others may have had at that time, but they had the business information and the knowledge. And look at the system they created. A leader opens a business, gets somebody from little boy, trains the child, the boy or the girl or whatever, after the time, settles the person, and the person, that is leadership multiplication. Smart Angel, sorry, I'm trying to focus. This teaching is so personal to me. Thank you. Smart Angel, I can see you. Good evening, Smart Angel. You can't be missed. Now we revert back to exchange pleasantries with everyone in the call. Please, let's stay on the call. Oyeni Elizabeth, thank you. Smart Angel, confirm you've received my response to your greeting. When Smart Angel is not happy, the platform will shake. So Smart Angel, thank you. I'm waiting for your response. Uzoma, thank you. I can see you. All right, let's go. So I just gave an illustration using the eastern parts of Nigeria, this informal that has even become formal system of leadership in the business world, the business model. They get an apprentice. After a period of time, the apprentice goes to open up his own business. So you see, the owner is growing. The business is growing because of multiplication. Okay, your comment is visible. Thank you. So everyone of us must understand. Everyone, Favor, I can see you on TikTok. Thank you, everyone. So everyone must understand that until you begin to multiply in what you do, your leadership is limited. So leaders must seek avenues to replicate themselves in others. Listen again, leadership multiplication. Yes, you settle the apprentice, not the one later that they started doing later on. When it's time for the apprentice to be settled, all manner of excuses will come to try and blackmail the apprentice not to be settled. But I'm talking of the real system, how it operated for ages. That is a business leadership model. So a leader's true success is revealed in the leaders they raise. Tell me who you have raised. Don't show me your portfolio of leadership. In fact, your leadership is certified by those you have helped to rise up. Your leadership can only be certified by those you have helped to rise up. So leadership multiplication is a must. It's a must to anyone that seeks to become not just a leader, but an effective leader, a transformational leader. People like the toga, the tag, leader. Everyone likes it. People love it. In fact, some can even wear the badge to say, I am a leader. But who have you raised? Who are you raising? Who have you supported? Who are you supporting to stand, to become a leader like you? Not for the purpose of competition, but for the sake of complementation. Listen, who are you currently developing as a leader? Can we just run a short quiz? The lady on TikTok, I can see you. Good evening, everyone. Who are you raising as a leader? Who? Musa Faith, tell me, who is okay? Tell me, everyone, let's engage the comment section. Who are you raising as a leader? Is there someone you are looking out for? Someone you are genuinely, not somebody to use. You see, some persons will not even remember you until when it is time for you to be used. That is not mentorship. That's not what we're talking about here. So this question will help us to transit. Thank you, Smiling. This question will help us to transit into the first segment of this teaching. We're just trying to raise a foundation, and the foundation is solid now for us to build. And this segment is titled Why Leadership Must Multiply. Thank you, Musa Faith. Why leadership must multiply. It is a must, not the kind of system we are running in most places where people are just using people to climb. No, those things cannot stand the test of time. They can't stand the test of time. And that's why you see the kind of society we have now, almost messed up society, because everything is with benefits. Leaders are only after their self-interest, not the interest of their team, not the interest of anyone, of even their community, but their own self-interest. So why leadership must multiply? Listen, leadership that does not multiply eventually will go into decline. Even the law of nature, anything that is not growing, what happens? It's dying. Anything that is not growing, there's no middle ground. Anything that is not yielding fruit will go into extinction. So leaders must multiply. You don't even have a choice in it. Leadership that does not multiply will eventually decline gradually, and it will go off. This is the truth. Most leaders won't like to hear it, but that is it. Listen, one leader, you as a leader, you can only do so much. As a matter of fact, you are limited. You are limited as an individual, no matter how strong you are, no matter how intelligent you are, no matter how effective you are limited as an individual, because you can only do as much as yourself. But growth requires more capable people. Growth requires more capable people. That's why I used the illustration earlier and I asked the question. An organization with one leader and a similar organization with 5 leaders. Which do you think will succeed more? I asked the question and Chioma responded. Chioma Chigozie, I call her the 3C on our platform. She responded in the affirmative that the one with 5 leaders, multiple leaders, in her words, the one with multiple leaders will do better. That is the truth. Any leadership that is surrounded on me, myself, and I, that leadership cannot stand the test of time. Wow, Fabiano Guiscardi, I hope I got that name well. Mama, yes, thank you. God bless you, man. Thank you. So that is it. Thank you so much. Your comment has given me so much energy. That's my mama in the house. God bless you, mama. All right, let's proceed. So this is it. A leader's true success, that is it, is revealed in the leader. I've seen people, big names, they've been around for long, but ask them, show me who you have raised or who you are raising. They begin to speak English. They begin to tell stories. But leadership is not in storytelling. Leadership is an action word. It's an action word. It's about doings. Like my people will say in Nigeria, it's about showing doings, show workings. It's about doing. What are you doing to raise, not stipends, not stipends. That's why if there's anything I dislike the most is stipendization of relationship, giving crumbs that will hardly help people to even get by, or you are always there when they have maybe hospital bills, when they are challenged. You are not there when they need to take a leap. While those are commendable, but that is not the terrain of transformational and effective leaders. I hope you are getting me now. So, sustainable leadership requires succession. You see, the whole world is talking about sustainable development goals. The UN is actually they've been hitting it for over a decade. We had Vision 2030, sustainable development goals, and all of that. So, sustainability, effective leaders, at the top of the mind is sustainability. What I'm doing today, how can it be sustained? What is the succession plan? Effective leadership requires sustainable succession. As a matter of fact, you can't put in so much energy into what will just pass out when your time is gone here. For everything, what is on us, what we are doing now should be able to transcend us, should be able to go beyond us. That's why you see most developed parts of the world, you find buildings, you find businesses that are over a century and still strong. The father started, the grandfather started it, or the great grandfather started it, and the business has been sustainable generationally. Look around you. How many businesses, how many institutions have been able to enjoy sustainability because of poor leadership, because of failures in leadership? Listen, if everything depends on you, this is it. This is why we should be positively worried. Because if everything depends on you in your organization, if you are not there, the organization cannot function. That is an indication rather to you that the growth of that organization will stop with you. If everything you are doing today depends on you to be done, if you are not there, everything will crash and you are happy. I'm the Superman, I'm the hero. Listen, everywhere I've been privileged to have worked, I mostly use the word serve because I see work as service. That's the mentality I've always had. Everywhere I've been privileged to have served. The truth is, when I live with a clear, sustainable plan that the system can function without me. I have never built a system, an organization that without me, because if it is not working without you, then you are a failure. However, again, listen to this, please. Anywhere you live that you are not missed, then it's as good as you were never there. Any organization, for instance, you are working in a place and you say you are traveling for 1 month, and they will ask you, why not just go for 3 months? I mean, they are technically telling you, just go, you are not needed. But if they tell you, 1 month is too much, who will do this work? Who will do that? You can't go. Please reduce it to 2 weeks or 1 week. that means you are making impact. Listen, I'm sure some person that had worked with me are listening and watching all the meal come across this video. Sometimes those systems are succession plans are created because of your level of effectiveness. The system will almost look as if it cannot function without you. Though you have created a succession plan. So what I have done in most cases, sometimes I cut off. Because just like the eagle, I'm sure we know this, how it trains its bears. When it gets to the sky, sometimes it releases them to fly. And in the process of them thinking they would fall, and suddenly they discover that, I can also fly. And they begin to flap their wings. And suddenly they discover that they also have the ability to do as the leader has been doing. So leadership should not be limited to you. It should be expanded so that your growth will not be limited. Those who, John C. Maxwell, John C. Maxwell is an authority in the school of leadership. He has always emphasized that great leaders, what makes great leaders is their ability to focus on developing other leaders, not just building organizations. Listen, John C. Maxwell is a remarkable name in the school of leadership. He said again, his emphasis is that great leaders are those who focus their energy resources on making others great. Not just because it is individuals that makes the organization, not the other way around. So leadership that does not reproduce leaders will eventually reproduce limitations. Leadership that does not reproduce leaders will eventually reproduce limitations. See, when you are building people, sometimes you think you are wasting time. No. When you are raising, nobody you raise can rise up to erase you. My brother Sonny Baba, thank you, welcome. Nobody, listen, those who complain, I raised this person, go back and check. There must be an underlying factor. Because you know that Mr. A is one that raised you up. There is no way. In fact, whatever will erase Mr. A, you will do everything. So nobody you raise up will stand to watch you erased. For me, this is the safest insurance. No insurance company in the world can beat this. This is the safest insurance for your leadership and for everything that we stand for. So my question to everyone, and I want you please to respond to this question so that I will be sure you are following. Are you building followers or leaders? From what you have heard so far, from what you have seen so far, are you building followers? Because so many of us are interested in the followers. They should just be clapping for you. You will be the only man standing. You will be the only one to be seen. You see, despite the limited time we have started this leadership minds, I'm also already looking forward to the time where some of you today that are watching as viewers, I will even sit in my own home and be watching you, taking up a session. That is raising leaders. Sometimes you think you can't do it, but you can with the right mentorship. through guidance, exposure, through correction, and through encouragement, you can do far beyond what you thought you could ever do. Okay, thank you everyone for joining the live. So please, let's kindly share, like, do everything you can do to promote this session. Blessing Ifeanyi, thank you for joining and for your comment. Neb, everyone, thank you. I will run through all these names before the end of the teaching. So if you are just joining, never mind, you will be duly recognized in the course of the teaching. Thank you, OKK, that's Uzoma, for your comment. I am building leaders. I said type in the comment section, are you building leaders? Are you building followers or leaders? YouTube, TikTok, what is happening? What do you want? Let you verify what again? Okay, so all right, just a moment. Let me check up my TikTok. We are good. Okay, TikTok, thank you. So once again, we are live on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, and on X, formerly known as Twitter. So if you are just coming across this platform for the first time, do ensure you like, put on the subscription button, follow us, subscribe to us, and recommend this open school. I think it's an open learning school to everyone. Thank you, Fabiano. Thank you, Mama. I can see you there. So the next session is titled The Mindset. The mindset of a mentoring leader. It all begins from the mind. That's why someone said that the mind is the battlefield of today. Before the battlefield, war front, this one we carry they'll carry sword, carry spear, everything. But in this age, and for some time now, the greatest battlefield of humanity is in the mind. Because the mind is what reveals the person. And sadly, no one can see the mind. That's why someone can look it facially. The person will be a saint, but the mind is dark. So that's why I tell people the most important things in this world are things that are not seen. Pain, you can't see it, but you are feeling it. Love, you can't see it, but you are feeling it. You can't see them, but you are feeling it. So the mindset of a mentoring leader. Only God sees the mind. Except God gives you the spiritual eyes to see. But no one can boast that I can see your mind. No. We can only have idea of what's on your mind by the things you do. But people can, in this age of packaging, people can so package themselves in a way that a devil will look like a saint. So monitoring, or rather mentoring, begins from the mind. Because if the mind can conceive it, the hand can accomplish it. So mentoring begins, all right, Hamid, begins with mindsets. You know why? Someone could be saying now that, me, like someone said in one of us, me, that I'm just looking for what I will eat next. Kilo call me, the mentoring. He will speak in his dialect. This one is not what, but already that's a defeatist mindset. Because, listen, you may be downtrodden today, but once your mind can pick it, once your mind can see it, your hand can accomplish it. So don't limit. You see, most of us are limited first from the place of our mind. Most of us are limited first from the place of the mind. So this segment will help us to explore the powers of the mind. towards mentoring, because mentoring begins with mindsets. So number one, the mindset of a mentoring leader. A mentoring leader moves from control to development. Listen, most leaders are happy to control people. They want to control your life. They want to control everything about you. They want to micromanage you. But a mentoring leader gives you space to develop, wants to watch you, wants to watch you make mistakes. Not that you can be punished, but so you can learn. Just like a child. Someone gave me this illustration a few days back during the conversation. When you light a candle and you tell a child, don't go near that candle, don't go near it. Most times they won't hear. But next time, just leave them to touch it. So all the time, touch the candle. You don't need to tell that child again not to go near such a thing. Do you get it? So this is part of development. Development. I love to make this illustration. When you are raising a little child, when the child wants to walk, there are times the child will just fall. Listen, for those of you that are parents or those that have been privileged to be around such kids, when that child falls, the child is waiting. If you react, the child will start crying. But if you just keep quiet, the child will, split second, we just go back and continue to play again. So these are developmental plans. These are mentorship, not control. You are working in development. So leaders, okay, Hamid, thank you. Leaders must focus. They must shift from doing everything to developing others. If you are a leader, you are still keen on being the one to do everything. Any benefit, you are the one to benefit it. A time will come, you will not see anybody to lead again. So when you are focused on developing people, you will always have people to come under your leadership. Like I illustrated earlier, using the Igbo business model. When people see the success of those apprentices, they are not doing well in their various businesses. People want to go under the apprenticeship of that boss because they can see the fruitfulness of those who had served him before that time. So mentoring leaders move from competition to contribution. They don't see their team members as competitors. They see them as contributors. You see, the moment what you see determines what you get. What you see determines what you get. The moment you see those within your team as competitors, you can't see anything good about them. No. That moment you begin to work towards truncating them. So strong leaders, when I mean strong, that is effective leaders, are not threatened by emerging leaders. And this is the sad reality of today. A leader who is privileged sees an emerging leader within their team, and suddenly the leader begins to truncate the emerging leader, indirectly trying to run them down, trying to speak ill against them, to discredit their personalities. A few years ago, at a global business roundtable conference by the billionaire Mr. Sipo Umseleko in Santin, Johannesburg, over 10 years ago, we were at this conference. And he said, and he warned that you leaders here truncating your team members, your subordinates, because you think they are below you. And I bet he was speaking prophetically. He said, and I quote, he said, you are seeing them with potentials. Instead of you to support them, give them the push they need to rise. You are pressing them. He said, guess what? They will succeed without you. And you will have no claim to lay to their rising. Today, people want to lay claim to the foundation they were not part of building. What they ought to have done that they failed to do became their limitation. So leaders out there, please take notes. When I told someone a few days ago that I love to headhunt, that is search for talent. I love it. I don't wait for talent. When I discover somebody, I'm quick for getting the person. What do I need to support this? Because out there, most people are looking for what to take and not what to contribute. So mentoring leaders are contributors. They see people and they appreciate those contributing towards their leadership. They don't see them as competitors. I've been there. These are practical teachings. So also mentoring leaders, they are not threatened. They move from short-term results to long-term impact. You see, what will it take you to succeed in the moment and fail in the long run? What will it take you? I would rather I fail today to succeed tomorrow. Please tell me in the comment section, how about you? I would rather I fail today. I would rather I fail today to succeed tomorrow. I would rather, I repeat, I fail today so that that failure can propel my success tomorrow than to succeed today and fail tomorrow. Please, Mrs. Uzoma, please help me type this in the comment section. I would like to revert to it. I would rather leaders should choose today's failure for tomorrow's success than today's success for tomorrow's failure. Thank you. So let's proceed. All right. Mentoring leaders must also move. Again, they must understand that leadership requires patience. Leadership requires patience. If you are, if you are leading people, as a matter of fact, you cannot lead people without patience, without the ability to be patient. This is why insecure leaders, they hoard responsibility. They are not free with giving out responsibility to people. Imagine some would think, if this person succeeds with this responsibility now, his fame will be more than mine. If this person succeeds with this, now maybe they will like it, or they are already liking him more than me. Imagine the pettiness. Imagine the pettiness. So this is why confident leaders, effective leaders, they distribute responsibility. They are not afraid. They are not ashamed about giving out responsibility. And this is why I always mention this, that you do not lose influence by developing others. Rather, you expand it. No one loses influence. No one loses influence by developing others. Those ones that tell you, I've heard people make some comments like, if I raise this person now, he will come back and fight me. He will come back and do this. Those are pettiness, tokenism. No leader raises others and remain in the same spot and remain on the same spot. You don't lose influence again by raising others. Your influence expands by raising others. Do you want a growth in influence? Then grow those you raise. All right. The third segment of this teaching. Thank you, Sonny Baba. I can see your work. So let's keep supporting the life across board. Share it. Tag your friends. I can see those on YouTube. I can see you active. Thank you. And be dropping in your comments. Let's share it. Let's invite everyone. And above all, like it. Drop the gifts on TikTok. Drop everything you have and promote this live teaching. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, my brother. I can see you. Okay, now this is key because you cannot give what you don't have. This is why I will be teaching you tonight about the mentorship framework. You know, framework is like a skeleton. I always give this illustration. If you've been here, you must have a clear understanding of what a framework is. I'm giving you 4 parts mentorship model. This is my own mentorship framework. Because effective mentorship is structured. It is not accidental. No. You cannot mentor people accidentally. Pastor Rufus, thank you on YouTube. Thank you. You cannot mentor people. I saw you on TikTok a while ago. You are back to Facebook. I hope you are good. Thank you. Thank you. I can see you're doing well. So you cannot mentor people accidentally. Mentorship must be structured. Please take note. These 4 mentorship model. This is my own, the Dr. Bryce Leadership Mind School mentorship framework. And I tell you the truth, it has been working for me. It has been working for my mentees. And it will work for you. Either you are watching from Europe, from America, from Asia, from Africa, anywhere. Because these are universal mentorship principles. Number 1 is guidance. Listen. The first part of this mentorship framework is guidance. Mentors must share knowledge. Listen, those who share knowledge never lack knowledge. Those who share knowledge never lack knowledge. You don't lack what you share. These are universal, timeless principles. Mentors, I said guidance, and under guidance is to share knowledge, because you guide people based on the knowledge you have. You guide people based on the knowledge you know, because based on what you know. You can't guide when you don't know. And you provide guidance. You guide people by providing direction. You guide people by providing them with direction. That is, you tell them, this is the way to go. Go like this, do like this. A few weeks ago, let me give you this illustration. Okay, let me run through this. Or rather, I think this illustration will sit down well at this stage. I'm sure the young man is with us here on TikTok. A few weeks ago, someone close to me reached out, because these are practical. And he was interested in investing in a business. And you see, I want to say it again. Most of us think our challenge is money. No. Please, no. Please, no. Take it out of your mind. Because put money in the hand of an unprepared person, it will waste. It will waste. So the person was to make an investment, a huge investment. And it was all planned out. But along the line, there was a challenge. There was a challenge. Supreme, you're welcome, my brother. There was a challenge. And the person reached out. And by the time I end, the person reached out, the thinking was the fund. But there is more to what you think. You see, that's why I want you to hold on. All right, Chima, no problem. I want you to hold on to these principles. Hold on to it. They are universal principles. All right. So, in the midst of, I said, well, from the conception, you see, my mentor is well known to her. If you don't know my mentor, that means maybe you've not been so long with me. My mentor is Bishop David Abiy. That's my mentor. That's my father. It's clear. There are major steps I cannot take without mentioning to my mentor. That is what mentorship. Not at the end, not when I'm challenged, but at the base, at the foundational stage. And in the course of my engagement with that person, he discovered that if he had brought this idea from the conception stage, the challenge she was later having along the way wouldn't have been there. Because why? Guidance. I would have shared knowledge of experience, knowledge of insights, and I would have provided direction. Do you understand? So I said the number one the first framework is guidance. How do you guide? You guide by sharing knowledge. You guide by providing direction. You see, most people don't want to be directed. They are the director of themselves. So such persons have failed from the beginning before even starting. So you guide also by offering correction. Again, some of us, the worst thing you can do is to correct them. They can't be corrected because they assume they are always right. And you cannot lead. You cannot become effective when you are repulsive to correction. You cannot lead. You cannot become effective when you are repulsive. When you are reactive in the negative to corrections. So the second framework clearly is exposure. Thank you, Juliet. Juliet, thank you. The second framework is exposure. Exposure comes by creating opportunities for your mentees. You see, someone asked me a question a few days ago that how many people do you want to help? I said as many people as possible, as many that I can. I said, look, a few years ago, I reached a decision in my life that you will hardly find me perhaps building properties, doing physical projects and all of that again. I said, at this phase of my life, my destiny call now is to build people, is to raise people. A few years ago, I reached that decision. So everything within me is for people. Yes, some people will show you the negative side of it. Some will pay you with evil. But a few years ago, I took that decision. All people who want to take advantage of you, yeah, that's normal. But that should not stop you. Some will say, I have this one. No, that should not stop you. I reached that decision that building people, raising people, supporting people, but it can't be everyone. It's most people you have seen, you have tested, you have trusted, and you have seen that they are able, they are willing to follow through the process. All right. I hope we're enjoying this teaching and we are picking up from it. Thank you, everyone joining. Sorry, I'm going to run through everyone, the names, before we end the session. We need to wrap up, follow through because of time. So exposure is key, because when people come under your mentorship, they come believing that there are information you have that is beyond them. There is a knowledge base that you have that can be effective for them. So It's your responsibility to create opportunities for them. You don't limit opportunities from them. Listen, any leader that denies you of unjustly without explanation, that denies you of opportunity. No, any mentor, quote and unquote, or any leader that denies you of opportunities to be successful is not a leader. No, it's not a leader. It's not a mentor, it's a tormentor. Any so-called mentor or leader that denies you, because a mentor is to create opportunity. Is to create opportunity. And I would like us to take advantage of this session. Like, you see, this part of what advertisement does. Musa Faith, I watched one of our members. I don't know if she's our followers. I don't know if she's here right now. And I want to let me drop this up. If you know you are doing something that you are proud of, business that you think people you never can tell who is on, please take this opportunity. Let it not be a mode of distraction, but drop it in the comment section. Advertise what you do. Let people know you. This is part of YouTube. Thank you. On TikTok, thank you. Sky Priestess, thank you. Andrew, thank you, everyone. So this part of opportunity of creating opportunities. Sometimes I know the length I go to ensure that opportunities are created for those within my network. And that is how it should be. That is how it should be. So create opportunities. How? Involve them in real life, in real time situations, in things that will be beneficial to them. Leaders must learn to stop using people to raising people. There's a difference between using somebody under the guise of leadership or mentorship, to using people. There's a difference between using people and leading people and raising people. Okay, Musa, I can see you. I'm opening this platform now. Drop in the comment section what you do. Make a short advert. You never can tell. This and people, yes, before you deal with someone, you have the right. This is the caveat I'm also putting on it. You can revert to me to verify the person, and why not? These are real people here doing real things. That thing is it's stuck here. When she says she carry her business on her head, create opportunities for people. And we are already working to creating a market for her, an export market by what she sells. So create, I'm not sure, I've never met her before, but through the platform. So create opportunities, involve people in real time situations. Yes. Allow them to observe leadership in action. Listen, I told you earlier that leadership is an action word. Leadership is in doings, it's in workings, it's not theory. What you do will influence what those under your leadership do. It's practical. The third framework is empowerment. It's empowerment. You see, this idea of this generation that my helper, there is no helper anywhere. Your helper is yourself. And this is where value addition is key. Value addition is key. You must develop capacity. You must improve your value. Because your value will determine your rating. People will rate you not by the words you speak, but the value you bring. People will rate you not by the words you speak, but by the value. See, blessing if I thank you. You see, an effective leader can go all out for a valuable follower. An effective leader can go all out for a valuable person. In your organization, are you adding value? If you cannot help yourself by adding value to yourself, then why are you looking for a helper? If you, the owner of yourself in the physical, you are unable to improve yourself, you are unable to add value to yourself, why should someone else come to add value to you? Does it make sense? This is why value begets value. This is the simple secret why in our world it's obvious that it is the rich that gets richer. This is it. Because value. Ask yourself, what is my value? What's my value? So empowerment is value creation. Empowerment, the third mentorship framework in the 4-part mentorship model of the Leadership Mind School. I said is empowerment, and empowerment through value creation and responsibility. You must take personal responsibility for the outcomes of your life. You must take personal responsibility. You see, when I look back to my life and to my journey, sincerely, I give all the glory to God, but then I took responsibility. Thank you, Swatra Bata. Thank you, everyone on TikTok. Thank you all. I took responsibility for my journey. What happened to me in my journey? I think I will create a special session for my story. What happened if it had happened to many, I'm not sure people would have come this far. Within the space of 11 months, what is 11 months? Within the space of 10 months, as a teenager and as a first child of the mother, lost both parents within the space of 10 months. All hope was lost. Today, how I got here, everyone that should have had an opportunity to receive glory, they failed. That's why all the glory is unto God. Absolutely. That's why I tell people there is no helper anywhere. Nobody will help you. People will hardly help you when you are not creating value. This is a bit of my story. As a teenager, a promising teenager, those of us from Nigeria, you recall the time I did common entrance, I was number 2 in Nigeria, and I was number 2 in the country. So the brain was hot. But destiny, life happened like it must have. That's why when I see people giving excuses, say, look, you don't have no excuses. Wake up. Rise up. Wake up. Take responsibility. People empower me. People are looking to give me, take, give me, take, give me. This is me speaking publicly. There is no man born of a woman that can say, if not him, if not her. But God helped me. I took responsibility. And today, and I say it with all sense of responsibility and glorification to God, that every man, any man, some men had the opportunity to place, there are things people do for you that you cannot avoid mentioning them in your story. But people had that opportunity to do something, but they failed. I think God designed it so that no man would be able to say, if not for him, this person would not have been this, would not have been that. And I think the story is more beautiful this way. What do you think about that? All glory to God. So empowerment. Teach people about value creation. Teach people about taking personal responsibility. Allow people to make decisions for themselves. Guide them, take decisions, and encourage initiative. Those of you that we've been relating on this platform within this short time, if you reflect well, some of you that I've had privilege to converse with, I want to hear, what do you think? What's your take? Because you must be a thinker. You must be a solution. See, the solution you create is what increase your ranking in the value chain. The solutions you create. So look out for solutions. Be a solution provider. The solutions you create is what increase your ranking in the value chain of leadership. So the fourth mentorship model is accountability. Accountability. Leaders must set expectations. Leaders must set expectations. When you are mentoring somebody, there are certain things that are expected of you. What are your expectations? What's your goal? I told those under my mentorship that are genuinely under my mentorship. Some people say yes, because one of the earliest teaching at the Leadership Mind School was mentorship, and I received a lot of mails because your mentor needs to know. You need to sign up to mentorship. It's not about paying for it. Some people have mentorship academy, some charge fee. No, because the Leadership Mind is a different model to give access to what people charge premium for. Your mentor needs to know, and you must submit to your mentor. Toward the end of last year, I engaged those under my mentorship. I said, look, what are your plans for the year 2026? Break them down. You see, whatever you cannot document, you cannot implement. Most of them struggle to even write their own goals, not my own, their own. Some never returned. And that is it. So set expectations, track progress. Track progress. It's not easy, but these are the things that must be done for the mentorship network to be effective, and provide feedback. Thank God for technology today. You don't need to always meet your mentors physically to engage. So mentorship is developing capacity. What capacity are you developing as an individual, as a mentee? Listen, mentorship is successful when dependence reduces. Mentorship is successful when dependence reduces and capacity increases. People are looking for who to depend on. People are looking for what to depend on. But mentors are looking for whose capacity they can increase. The more people you successfully mentor, the higher your ranking in the school of leadership. The more people you are able to mentor, the higher your ranking in the school of leadership. This takes us to the next 10 minutes. We should be wrapping up. So please prepare your questions in the comment section. On our viewers on TikTok, on Twitter, that is X, Facebook, and YouTube, please prepare your questions. Drop them in the comment section. Trisha, you are welcome. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. So the last segment of this teaching today is raising leaders who can lead. Nebulisa. I hope I got that right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have been consistent. Thank you. Raising leaders who can lead. Deborah Oyedele, thank you. These are our prayer warrior. This is the Deborah indeed in our community. Thank you. So, listen, not everyone you mentor becomes a leader automatically. Yes, we are not all wired the same way. This is the fact that we must all know. Not every leader. Supreme, thank you. Thank you very much for your comment on TikTok. Not everyone you mentor. It's just like those into poultry farming. It's not all the birds. All right, thank you. It's not all the birds you start with that will end up with you. Some will, So not everyone. This is a settled fact, and it must be settled in your mindset. Your mind must understand this. Not everyone you mentor becomes an effective leader automatically, because there are various factors. And leaders press who say, thank you. See you later. Okay. Leaders must intentionally develop leadership capacity. This is it. Leaders must intentionally develop leadership capacity. Because look at vehicles. Those of you familiar with vehicles, if you're not familiar with vehicles, you may not understand. There are certain vehicles that are V6. Some of the engines are V8, and it goes like that. The higher the capacity, the higher the performance. Smart Angel, thank you. The higher the capacity, the higher the performance. So leaders, within the space of 3 days now, I've been engaging some young folks, and they were surprised. I said, look, I headhunt talent in certain areas. If I see you talent, I don't wait. If you are within my space, I don't wait for you. I come for you. I come for you so that we can develop the capacity, we can increase it. So for us, this teaching, we are to expand on what to develop in others. There are certain things that must be developed for our leaders to become more effective. Number one is the thinking ability. Even the Bible says, in as much as we don't directly bring in scriptures into this, but if you are sensitive, you see most of the foundation of these teachings is scriptural. Even the Bible says that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So thinking ability must be developed for leadership to thrive. Thinking ability. So leaders must encourage independent thinking. Leaders must encourage independent thinking. You must you must help those under your mentorship. As you are raising them, you must engage them to put in their thinking cap. Oftentimes, again, I'm saying it, those of you that have been close to me, to engaging with me, most time I ask, what do you think? Because I want you to think. Sometimes not because you know what to do as a leader, but it's giving your followers ownership of the system. Sometimes it's not all the time key decisions should come from you. For instance, I already know what to do, but When the suggestion comes from the people, they can't let it fail, they can't let it fall because it was my idea. That is human nature. And this is wisdom. It's not all the time you give direction, you help them to think, encourage them to think, independent thinking. And oftentimes, people follow through what they are part of the process. So secondly, decision-making skills. Decision-making skill is key. These are part of the things we develop in others. You see, you don't become a key decision maker suddenly. It's a process. Some people are very weak, are poor in taking decisions. Because some of these things are skill sets that must be developed. So you allow them, you allow your mentors, your mentees to take decisions little by little. Even in your home, give the children the leverage. Don't be an authoritarian. Put it on the table. Okay, this is what we want to do as a family, as an organization. What do you think? Then let's decide. As a matter of fact, in my home, sometimes we practice democracy. When we are to maybe relocate or move from one place, we say, okay, let's vote. Let's vote. You know, okay, I will throw in this joke, but I think it will help. It's not just a joke, but it's to help us to understand. If you call it lobbying or whatever, but it's decision making. Now, a family of 4 or a family of 5. Is it 5? Okay, a family of 4. Let me try and tweak it a little. Was to relocate from a place to another place. And 2 say, let us stay here, and the other 2 let us stay there. And suddenly, the father tells one of the child, look, where I want us to go to is close to McDonald's. And he knows that you can easily ride a bicycle or take a walk to McDonald's. So think about it and let us revolt. And that one tells his sister, I'm sorry, my vote has changed. You see, and it became 3-1 from 2-2. So decision, as funny as it may seem, look, but they are already being taught boardroom tactics. So what to develop in others also, you develop responsibility. Give ownership, not just task. Give ownership, let people own it. And fourthly, develop character. Develop character. You develop character by developing integrity and discipline. Integrity and discipline. Please listen to this. Do not just build people who will work for you. Build people that can lead with you. Don't just build people for the purpose of them working for you, serving you. Rather, build people who can lead with you. People are more interested in people to work for them, people to do their bidding. No, build people who can lead with you. This is why I will take your mind back in closing as we wrap up the session to the illustration I gave earlier, that an organization, a team with 1 leader and another team with 5 leaders. Which team can do better? Or which team will do better? Again, as we wrap up, I want the response in the comment section. A team with 1 great leader and another team with 5 leaders. When they come into competition, which team do you think will do better? Please share your thought with me in the comment section. And if you have any question regarding this subject, please quickly drop it so that in the next 5 minutes we can close up this session. Now, leadership is not about being indispensable. No, it's not about being indispensable. And you see, this part of the challenge we have in Africa. Most leaders concentrate power on themselves. They believe they would live forever. They will be there forever. But no one lives forever. No. Your time will pass. Either way. So leadership is not about being indispensable. It is about making yourself progressively less central by developing others. It is about progressively making yourself less central by developing others. Listen, a leader's greatest legacy, your greatest legacy, my greatest legacy, is not what they build. No, feel like build skyscraper everywhere. It is who they raise. A leader's greatest legacy is not what they build. It is not what they possess, but it is who they raise. Thank you, everyone. It's been an amazing time. I want you to type in the comment section, please, everyone. I will raise leaders, not just followers. I will raise leaders and not just followers. Now, in practicing what we teach, because teaching is not the problem, it is the practitioner. It is the practicing of what's been taught that is the issue. By the grace of God and by the help of everyone, my team, May 1st, we shall be having a special live session, which is only going to be on TikTok, or perhaps we could add YouTube to it. But for now, because we want to bring in all our winners to the platform to engage. So part of the head hunting, we have been following, we have been tracking some of our followers, and some have been selected. We shall be having an empowerment session in 5-6 zeros to support their ventures. This is great support to my team, all of my supporters, and I believe this empowerment shall be great. And I believe everyone that is a beneficiary will enjoy the dividend of this empowerment. It shall yield more fruit to you, and it will help you to raising others. And if you are not mentioned in this section of this empowerment, know that this is a work in progress. And as we continue to build this innovative institution, together we will all rise. We are committed, and I want you to be committed. I want you to be focused, and I want you to engage everyone. Be more mobile in drafting many people to this platform. And I thank you. Thank you, everyone. I can see you, Olabisi, Jegede, Iche, Trisha, Supreme. Thank you. Thank you. You know, this is why we love ourselves in Nigeria. Supreme said, glory, I am selected in this empowerment in Jesus' name. Amen. I answer amen with you. So thank you, my brother. Thank you. That's my great brother. Olabisi. Okay, let me quickly run through the names. I'm seeing Trisha. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So I wish you a great good night. God bless you all. All right, see you tomorrow as we drop our daily posts. Let's continue to engage. Let's like, let's share, tag your friends, get people to the platform, and let people get from the knowledge we are sharing. God bless you. Thank you. All right. Section ended. Thank you all.